So DD2 Masters make their way out onto the 1,360 metre circuit. Here is your starting order for their first of three heats. Pleased to announce that no front-fairing penalties in DD2 in that previously action-packed and highly charged race. Carl Klibble, the backer, in other words, the 510 from Boovin Power will start on pole position. He'll have GKS Levin's Power's very own Tom Dessert in the 530 alongside for close company on row one. Christoph Adams needs to make up he needs to decide which national license he's going to be racing with in future, because it's confusing. It's either France, Netherlands, or Belgium. So just for good measure, he's decided to stick with the Dutch flag this evening, this weekend. Bruno dos Santos in fourth position is alongside him. The French driver, Estonia's very own Pritsai, who actually competed in the final round of the Euro Trophy last season at Adria, will be on position 5, and we'll have France's Frank Lavergne from KMD Le Mans alongside. Then it's Christophe Capitain in the 599, and good old Goose bringing up the rear of the field. Frederick Baker from Belgium in the 553, and he has now decided to switch to Boovin Power for this season. So we'll be down to Carl Clibort and Tom Dessert to lead the field through to start their 7 minutes plus one additional lap heat. And this will conclude the first barrage of action. The next race will take place a little bit later on this afternoon in terms of the timetable. And that will be at 14:15 local time. So 1:15 p.m. UK time as such. So your drivers will, these drivers now will have the opportunity to move forward and give their level best. Some lovely trophies. I've been, well, a big thank you to my good buddy Dave Ritson, the BNL Karting Series organiser. He has sent over a picture of the trophies that the drivers are competing for this weekend, and you can see them all on our relevant social media at BMC_BNL on Instagram, at KartingBNL on Twitter, or type in BNL Karting Series in the search engine on Facebook. Right, final race of the first third of action here at the BNL Karting Series kickoff. They split and go into the tram lines. Ladies and gentlemen, are we ready? Are we steady? Well, the DD2 Masters drivers are, and it looks to be lights are out, and they are off and racing. And Christoph Adams is a bit like a rat up a drain pipe at the moment, because he just went past up the inside of Tom Dessert after the start phase. Dos Santos and Pritsai not too far behind the number 530 as they go through into the Europolan for the first time. And Christoph Adams will be looking to make good his intentions, hopefully to have another Rotax Max Challenge Grand Finals appearance. He is a two-time champion in both DD2 Masters and also Max Masters. Max Masters is still used in some of the Rotax Max Challenge competitions arranged across the globe. I think last year he ended up in Argentina trying to get his position, a possible position on Team Belgium for what would have been a consistent run, I think, of 19 Grand Finals. I think it was 15 or 16. I'm sure that someone will be able to correct me if I'm wrong, of how many times that Christoph Adams has managed to appear at the Grand Finals. So your guess is as good as mine. I should know that fact, but you know, it's been a long time since I've been in a commentary box or been commentating on either the BNL Karting Series, Rotax Germany, or Rotax Euro. But it's good that we have got racing back at the circuit. This is a closed-door event through some of the many regulations that we have had to adhere to at the track itself. And a big thank you to the municipality of Limburg, and also the mayor of Genk and the Ministry of Sport in Brussels for Belgium to allow this event to go ahead as planned. In the meantime, Carl Klibort has been keeping away from Christoph Adams. These two that was a second and a half from Pritsai up the inside of Frank Lavergne from KMD. So Lavergne, I think, knew something was going to happen, but I don't think it was going to happen that suddenly. So Kevin Korjus, who's one of the prime Estonians that has ended up in top-tier motorsport, just goes to show that the Estonian spirit... Oh, problems for Christoph Adams. Oh, that was not what Mr. Casanova wanted right there, and he was in second position. Christoph Adams looking to the left-hand side. I think that's a technical faux pas. The visor's up. That is the sign of despondency, and he's just signalled to the stands as if to say, oh, what on earth was that? So Christoph Adams will retire, unfortunately, from second on the road. Bruno Dos Santos will now be in second position. Tom Dessert in third. And the top three are covered by about 3.2 seconds. But Pritzai looks to be getting a little bit of a move on. Does the Estonian in the 501. He's got Frank Laverne, Christophe Capitan, and also Frederick Baker rounding out the 7 strong. So Christoph Adams pulls it into Parc Fermé. That is it for his first of 3 races here this weekend. A real shame for him. But he still has another 2 races before the pre-final and the final tomorrow. 3 minutes and 20 seconds still remaining on the clock. Carl Klebot has a comfortable lead of 1.8 seconds off of Bruno Dos Santos. Tom Dessert in third. Pritzai, Franck Laverne, Christophe Capitan and Frederick Baker. So those 4 drivers at the bottom end of the 7 strong grid that are still circulating here at Karting Genk. So any one of these drivers could end up with a top 4 finish by within the next 4 minutes or so. So Klebot still leading, and he has got the fastest lap of anybody in this race so far, a 54.680 in this particular occasion. And Frederick Baker trying to close on Christophe Capitan for 6th position. And Capitan with a bit wide coming through into turn 12, and now he's looking to try and fire one up the inside of Franck Laverne, but won't be able to do so going through turn 2 or turn 3. And Capitan having just really wrestling with the car. You can see the way he's leaning to shift that body weight up the inside. He nearly goes on Franck Laverne, but Laverne was very, very wise to that indeed. Through turn 8. And it just goes to show that DD2 Masters might not have the biggest field here this weekend at Karting Genk, but my goodness me, the intensity and the adrenaline is just as fever pitch charged like the other 3 categories here this weekend. Got 90 seconds plus 1 lap still to go on the clock. Klebot now has a lead of 1.5 seconds as Bruno Dos Santos went over 1/10.5 quicker on that particular tour. Franck Laverne going defensive on Capitan. Beckett now factoring in to the battle for P5. But time is fast running out for all of these competitors, apart from the likes of Dessert, who's in third. 1.7 seconds behind Dos Santos, who is in second position, with Carl Klebot still leading the way. And Klebot was actually 8/100ths quicker in Sector 1, 1/1000ths quicker in Sector 2 than Dos Santos. So Carl Klebot will next time around go on to the penultimate lap of the race. So we'll go on to lap number 8, which he does so now. And it's getting rather highly charged at the back of the field. Here comes Christophe Capitan up the inside of Franck Laverne. Can't make it stick going through the exit of turn 1 and into turn 2. But Baker possibly might have a sniff of an opportunity, whether it be 6th or 7th by the end of this race. Who knows? It's up to Goose to make it happen. So he now has a chance of getting into the slipstream of Christophe Capitan, but he'll have 1 more lap after this to do so. Timer has now hit 0 on the clock. But, oh, nearly chanced it there, did Baker on Capitan. But on this particular occasion, Carl Clibort is literally on that particular moment where it will be the final lap of this race. So Carl Clibort goes across the line, 1.397 seconds ahead. And the battle for 5th, 6th and 7th will not stop. Oh, Capitan going ballsy round the outside. Oh my goodness me, and Laverne trips over the curbing, going out of the exit of turn 2. Oh my goodness me. My goodness, Capitan has some intestinal fortitude right there to send it round the outside of Franck Laverne through turn 2 on the final lap of the race. So very shortly, the leaders will be coming through the exit of sector number 2, as that means that we do have that Frederick Baker is now up into 6th position as a result of Capitan's faux pas. But Carl Clibort takes the checkered flag and wins the first DD2 Masters race of the weekend. Bruno dos Santos jubilant after taking P2. And Tom Dessert in P3, Pritzai in 4th place, Franck Laverne, Christophe Capitan, Frederick Baker. It looks like there was a resolute shrug of the shoulders, and so like, what do I need to do, from Frederick Baker? He takes 7th, with Christophe Adams having a massive technical drama that saw the 555 losing 2nd place and ultimately not finishing after 3 laps. But Carl Clibort, de Backer, back firing in true form here at the Home of Champions.